We are live. We are live. We are live. And to make sure, we are live. We are live. Am I loud enough? Or too loud? Mm, I don't think so. Let's see if somebody shows up. We'll find out. Yeah, I titled this "Let's Try Again." Yeah, this. Yeah, there's a billion settings I can put in this BIOS, right? And on my Asus ROG Strix B650 gaming Wi-Fi motherboard that I put together about a week ago, and it just doesn't want to run in. It wouldn't run in Expo mode. Then it wouldn't run in Expo with the setting where it boots up faster. I mean, it wouldn't run; it would crash. Now I'm doing completely manual settings, which is based on my everything's based on my memory there, except for I put it once. The voltage I underclocked just ever so slightly, or I put 1.3 instead of 1.35. I don't know if that makes a difference, but and that's the only thing I did. But I had to manually put the numbers what was on here. Just want to see if I crash this way. It works fine with no expo to optimize defaults, but you're not getting what your mega transfer rate. You're not getting the 6,000 speed when you don't have it set to Expo or mailing set it. It's only at 4,800, which is seems like it's running there fine, but why not get what you're paying for? It's fast either way. It's fast, and you can't tell the difference anyway. I mean, there's except for the crashing anyway. So I'm trying to see. Let me see. When did I log on? Command line. Run as administrator. Yes. System info. SYSTEM. Let me see. When was this turned on at? I booted up at. Wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Original install date. What's it? 412. Nope. I'm blind. American. 8:05 p.m. 9:10:11. That's not right. That's the original install date. I've been on here about not an hour yet. I haven't crashed yet. 40 minutes, I think. Time zone. 8:13. Strange. I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody's going to show up or not. I am live. I ain't gonna play anything. Let's see what my last video did, because it's not really pertaining. Oh, I was playing my guitar, but not really pertaining to any music. That's for sure. Oh, let's go to YouTube. What that last video got? 53 views. Pretty bad. Hmm. We shall see. It is a work night. Yeah, who's going to be up this late? But there's a strange issue, and it's not the computer or anything. OBS, I can't get it to use my Elgato. All my other webcams working fine in there. I have to start the Elgato software, which I normally don't. Uh, it's called the Elgato Camera Hub. Then I can use it, but I don't need to open up the Elgato Camera Hub in any other program. It works fine. It's just OBS, and there was an update. I just updated it. I wonder if I should go back on an older version, which I'll probably do. Let me turn this off. See if I now what's to say. It don't matter. I'll delete this. I might delete the other one pertaining to that motherboard. But I don't know. It's aggravating troubleshooting. I mean, very, very aggravating. But it's fun in the same way. It's kind of rewarding. But I don't like. I get all my stuff. Well, most of my stuff at a Micro Center. That's 100-mile round trip, and maybe I'll just start getting everything on Amazon. But it's the deals. You can't beat the deals at Microsoft. These combo deals with the RAM, motherboard, and CPU. Can't beat that. Let's see if I can share my. Let's see if I can share that. Let me open that. My memory thing. I mean, my task manager. Show you my memory. There it is. Let's see. Present. Share screen. Window. I'm not sure I can do that. Window. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Oh, it will. It do. It do show. All right. Full screen layout. Okay, so my memory, I have 32 gigs of memory, 2 by 16. And if you look on the bottom there where it says available speed 600 mega, that's good. But that's where I've been crashing when I have it set at the. Let's see, it says it right on here. DDR5 6000, which you're not going to see, but I ain't lying. But here's the thing: there's only like 5 choices on the QVL qualified vendor list on ASUS for this motherboard, and that's Expo. But if you go on the G.Skill site, it says it's compatible, but maybe not compatible with Expo. I don't know, but it's a little different on the. Actually, I saved on the other computer. I think a little weird. But I'm just trying to see if it's going to crash in manual settings, and it has not. It has not. Let me remove that. So that's pretty good. But let me let's check. Let's go. Let me bore you people some more. Let's go to ASUS Wi-Fi. Look at the QVL again for the memory. Um, Not there. Need to go. There we go. Let's go to CPU. Let's go to memory. All right, let me share this. I know no one knows what I'm talking about, but we shall see. All right, let's say let's stop that and add another thing. Present, share screen, and we can do this here. Share, and you can see that. All right. What do we want here? See, I want 2x16 right there, and I only need Expo. What Expo is the AMD overclocking memory setting, and actually XMP is the Intel. But now they'll work interchangeably if your motherboard supports it. I think this does. I don't, but I don't see. No, I only see an Expo setting on here. All right, so with that and the RAM speed, I have 6,000. Select that there, and the socket type is yeah. They don't work with you can put 4 sticks of memory in there, but it's not going to work nowhere near the speeds it's supposed to. Go figure. This is on this documented. Let me see. Okay, and I don't have I have the 7,000 series. All right, we got there. Let's find that vendor. G-Skill. Right there. Okay, and search. Why is it not working right? Yeah, I think it's quit working. That's right, G-Skill. Size 2x16. RAM support. Something's not type. I don't need that. I don't know. It's like, oh, there we go. There we go. But we want, there it is. It is working right. Get that out of there. So I only have like 5 choices in my memory. Here's my memory is different, and I have like on this bottom. This is 3636, and mine is this is the timing, memory timing. Oops, mine is can't read upside down. 32383896. So this mine is tighter than this, and I'm wondering if I got that. Expo will work fine. 363636 minus 323838, but that and let's see if do they have it. Let's see anybody. No one's here. No one's watching me. All right, let's see if Micro Center. I don't know if you're able to see that. Can I make that bigger where you guys can see it? Or all right, there's the choices. Oops. Yeah, you can see that. So those are short, like G-Skill. 3 choices for G-Skill and 2 for, and some of these are like these. The last 5 digits, I think, it retains like the color of the RAM. If it's, I think that R is going to be like RGB. The bottom one, it doesn't have no RGB. But those timings are somewhat different. At least the what's it? The first one is cache latency. It's different. Wait a minute, no. Mine is 32, and theirs is It's 36 on the one, 30 on the other, and the G skill. And actually, the Corsair runs 1.4 voltage. All right, let's see if let's see what Micro Center has available. And let me get a Micro Center. Micro Center website. And we want desktop memory. And we want, let's go break it down here. Let's try the G skill. Of course, you're not watching me yet. Let's let me switch that so you can see what I'm doing here. Copy. Oh wait a minute, I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want to lose that page. All right, get back on here. Yeah, I can't. Can I? Oh, I can't. Yeah, I got to stop on. Well, let's see. Remove and present. Stop screen. Let's see. Present, and we want screen share. We want Micro Center share. There we go. All right, let's get the. All right, let's see if they got the 3G skills they have. That's on the compatible list on the ASUS site. Let's put that up there. Let's see what Micro Center has. All right, let's see if it's a perfect match. This is the one. Looks like. See, a lot of times it's a little different. Here it is. We want those Thomas 3636, 3636, and so that's different. I mean, the TZ5NR, I think it's going to be TZ5NR is like their type of RAM. Here's some here. 3636. That's like the Trident. I might stand for Trident. All right. 3636. Nope, I don't see that. I'm going by the timing, so I don't see the time. And here's one. 3636. And let's put that one up there. All right. I think. Oh, let me match that. Let me copy that. Make sure it's right. All right. 3636 F16GX2 TZ5RK. So that number's a little different, but I still think it's still should be compatible because it's I think that represents like the type of the RAM. It's like Trident. The T is for Trident. I forget what the other Z5. I'm not sure what the NR means. I don't know. See, it's not the exact number. Some of them they do have exact numbers. This is not. All right, let me try one of the other, or let me go back here. Actually, you're not seeing this. Let me go back and again try to. I do not see TZ5NR. I don't see it with TZ5NR with those timings. 3636. This is 30 TZN5R. Nope, it's just the timings are different. But while I have this up here, let me see what the other. Let's do this one. Here's one. It's 30. This one might be right. 3038. 3038. I think that's a match right there. Let me put that in here. This may be a match. Get that out of there. All right, so TZ5NR, TZ5NR 3038 16GX2 3038. So that is a perfect match right there. 3038F 16GX2. That's a perfect match for this. I could get that, but I haven't crashed yet, so I got it a whole week, a week from Wednesday to return the motherboard. And so the motherboard and CPU, they give you 15 days return, and I actually got the extended warranty on the motherboard. It's like $35 for 2 years. I don't know why I do that, but I do. Because usually you're going to have, hopefully you're going to have a problem within 2 weeks and take it back. So that memory matches up. And what was the other one left? So they do have 25 sticks of those. It's a little bit more. They don't give you a break. I think that they gave you $5 off on the non-RGB. It was like 109. I got a 404 with the with those package deals. And I'm still talking to myself. Oh well, it's okay. And let's do. Let me do this bottom. I don't think I did this bottom one. Let me see. I don't think I was there at all. Okay, let's see. Is that what I got? No, that's a little. The cache is the first digit, 2 digits, 36. Okay, 32 of mine. All right. 36. This is it. This is a match. Yeah, why didn't he sell me this? It's a perfect match. 600, 3636. 36F, 60GX, FX5. That's a perfect match. And if I would have known that, because I when I was there, I wasn't planning to get a Asus board, and there's just little. You got to do some research, and it's on the phone. It's a pain for me anyway on the phone. So that's a perfect match. If I wanted to switch it, um, I mean, maybe I won't crash with this manual settings I have now, and I'll be really happy. But it's strange what's going on with OBS. I might try. I think I'm going to find. Actually, let me. I'm going to take a snapshot of this. This memory is good. New. Oh, wait a minute. 3636F. Make sure I'm copying the right one. 16GF2. To have eight of those. And I want to save this. Compatible. PATABLE. Keep it in there. And the other one was it this one here? I think it was on TCN5R 3038 TCN5R 3038 F16GX2 F16GX2 TC5NR TC5NR. What's the difference between 3038F? 3038F. Yep, that is. And what was the other one? This one's compatible. Let me take a snapshot of that. New. Compatible RAM 2. I'm saving that. And close out of that. And what was the other one left? The other one was 3636F. Nope, they don't have that. And I know they're not going to have. I doubt that they're going to have the. Well, they might. Let me try the Corsair. The Corsair copy. Oh, great Vancini, Jeff. How you doing? I'm just. I'm just troubleshooting my computer, just seeing if I can get it to crash again. Um, I wouldn't expect the people to come in here. Yeah, I put this computer together last Wednesday, and I use the Expo settings so I can get my what the RAM is set at 6,000 megatrends or whatever it's called speed, and I was crashing. And when I had in default settings, which goes to 4800, everything is good. But I want to get my extra speed, so I did a couple things, um, different things, and I crashed 3 times. And I did. Now I set it up manually. I didn't use Expo, but I still use the same settings, except for the voltage. I think I put 1.30, and I should have did 1.35. But anyway, so I need to do stuff on here and see. Like before, I crashed within an hour, and I'm in maybe within 40 minutes. I've been going for. Yeah, well, you're not going to have if you buy something put together, it's going to be tested. I'm not saying you can't have problems when you buy a system already put together, but I like the geekiness. I like to aggravate myself. Yes, they have to be set. Like, do you have 4 slots? They have to be in 2 and 4 to get your double data rate speed, or else it's not going to work in double. Yeah, it's been like that for years. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people don't even know to turn Expo on. It's not going to default to the speed of the RAM unless you go in there and do it yourself. So that's why I had it. Here, I can show this one graph. I had this. Let me put that back up here. Stop that. Stop that. Ooh. And there's another weird thing. My Elgato Facecam. It's OBS is acting really funny. I'm like, first I'm like, is it the computer? No, it's OBS. What is it? I just updated it. It won't. I can't get my face cam to work unless I start the face cam software first. Then it works all right. But I mean, it's working everywhere else. If I go StreamYard, Discord, I don't have to open up the face cam hub software. What is it called? The Elgato camera hub. That's weird. But I think it's an OBS thing. I might put an older version one. I had my BIOS is there's only one newer BIOS out. Well, now two. I saw another one, but it's pertaining to AMD just came out with new chips like yesterday, the day before, and they're pertaining to that. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I haven't done it yet, but I went through the same thing with my 5-year-old AM4 PC. It wouldn't. It would like every third or fourth time I would turn it on, it would hang. You got the Dionysus lights, and it would be on I think it was the red, green, I forget what it was, and it wouldn't start. And I just hit to restart, shut it down manually, hit keep your finger on the power button, let it reboot. Then it would be all right, but it would do it again constantly, right? But if I had, because I was running at 3200 megahertz, if I turned that off, it ran fine. But it shouldn't be like that. And I built another one too. I built like a couple months later. I built one. That's a 3800X, and the other one was a 3600X. Used the same RAM, and I was able to use 3200. I never had a problem with that. But I found after like 2 years, I said, you know what I'm going to do? Because it's a pain to take, move all the stuff around. I'm going to take the memory out of it because I did these memory tests. It would pass every time, mem test, whatever. But I'm going to take the RAM that's in the other PC it's working fine, put it in the other one, even though it's 2x8, it was only 16 gig. And I put it in here in the other one. Didn't have a problem. So it ran fine with 216. I bought 2 more 16s and they were fine. It's been running knock on wood ever since. But actually the bad RAM, I put it in the other one and I was getting the same thing. So I know it was the RAM. But it took me 2 years to troubleshoot. I used to have all extra. I don't have extra stuff anymore. I don't work on PCs, but I used to do it all. I used to do a lot. I mean, years ago, and quite a bit. Just everybody I worked the bosses I worked for. It wasn't there wasn't a person I worked for. I worked for Dark Containers, Solo Cup, Maryland Cup. Um, it probably wasn't a person that worked there that I never worked on the PC. It's including the boss, their home PCs, and they had me doing stuff in there that wasn't part of my job. But anyway, it gets aggravating. I mean, it's like a love and hate thing. You work on something and then you get a phone call 11 o'clock at night. Most of the stuff back then it was just people on guys on porn or whatever. But you should very rarely get it infected. I mean, you shouldn't get infected these days if you're protecting yourself. I mean, I don't download the new Navarius software. I don't use a whole lot of different software. All I do is I stream live and I do video editing with DaVinci Resolve. Oh, I have a AMD 7700X and I have an MSI GeForce 4060. I don't game, and it's the newer generation, but it's the bottom one. It was only $300, and the stupid thing, shit, it ain't on now. The fan doesn't. I know it depending what the temperature is. I don't see the fan running in there, and but I just annoys me. So I downloaded the software. There's an MSI software, and it enabled me to turn it on. And it was on. It's not on right now, but I can run my with these new the new AMD fives. They talk about it getting they run real hot, but I'm using the software came with my motherboard, Armory Crate. It controls the you get your updates, your regular drivers, and you get your it controls the RGB, which I only have three RGB fans. I mean, RGB fans in here, but the temperature is not bad at all. So it's like 45. Let me go on the temperature. The package, oh, it is a little hot, a little like 56, and the CPU core voltage is 39. They're designed. This is from AMD. They're designed to run at 95 Celsius, which is really hot, but they're designed to run before that. I don't game. I don't do all that. I don't need to do all these benchmarking stuff. All those games, they all have they tell you your frames rate. They all tell you what your temperatures are. They got that's the best benchmarking stuff. If you game, I don't game, but it's not really hot. Like it looks like it's a little hotter than it is. Run a little hotter than when I don't have when it's set at 4800, but it's still not bad. I'm not crashing yet. Yeah, so it's not too bad, but it is running a little hotter with this. Actually, when this one's saying it's 37 Celsius, which is really good. It's not bad at all. CPU package, CPU. Anyway, but yeah, you talk about Fahrenheit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. It's always Celsius in computers. It's always been like that for whatever reason. But it's like, I don't have nothing fancy. You can see the first motherboard I took back, I got a Gigabyte. It was all white, and I really liked it. But that thing wouldn't boot up at all. I couldn't get that to turn on. So those are the only three RGB. The one in the back's not RGB. And I didn't get my cooler, no RGB on there. But it's a nice. See, Micro Center has these deals. If you know what Micro Center is, they're, I don't know, they got about 28 stores through the U.S. They're not all over the place, but they just opened one in North Carolina, the biggest one. So you'll see these tech guys, these big tech channels. They're going there because they're being sponsored by Micro Center. They're paying them. So you'll see they'll have somebody in the store and they'll buy stuff. they'll do a thing where they here you spend this thing and you get so much off. They'll build it right there, and they do their recording. You know. Well, yeah, that's what I read, but I don't like it, and I might turn that. Where's that? I got to find that software. I'll see if I can get it to come on now. Where is that software? I forget what it is. I forget what it's called, but it was staying on. But I've been playing around with these settings in here. It's probably screwed up. Let me look in here. It's MSI, 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 MSI Center. Let's see if when I turn it on, if it automatically starts running. No. All right. I don't want that. Where do I go? I forget how to use it. Features. Cooling Wizard. Oh. Let's see what happens when I hit start. Here it goes. It's on now. But I guess, I don't do nothing that the most strenuous thing I do is when I'm rendering a video. Those are, when that's the only thing that pushes the CPU. And I only do 5-minute videos, 10 minutes at the very, very most. I don't want to say nothing, but I'm kind of encouraged. I've been going over an hour, I think, an hour. Of course, I haven't crashed. Of course, I went 3 hours a couple times without crashing before. So, I need to see what happens. Yeah, did you get a couple different PCs like in the last year or so? Now I'm on OBS. I don't like Streamlabs. I'm on OBS. Yeah, I'm on OBS. But I was getting nervous. So maybe it don't like my ports, but every other software is working fine on here. My USB ports. I got 12, count the ones in front, 12 USB ports or something like that. But you got I know you got a high end one, a real expensive one, didn't you? I forgot what brand did you get, Jeff? Was it an iBuy or something, or what is it? I was looking into having one of those, but and you can change. You can have stuff made to your specs there too. Well, actually, another good thing in Microsoft, you can pick out the parts, and they'll put it together for you for $150. And I think it's more if you have customized water cooling or something, or if they got to put a all-in-one water cooler there, a little more. But that's probably not a bad idea, and they might be able to do it while you wait if you get there early. But I like doing it myself. Now there's one iBuy Power or whatever it's called. They have those ready-made deals, but they put they'll put a lesser motherboard in. Not that I'm having any better luck with these motherboards that I'm paying a little. They're not the cheapest motherboards. Are they running off the root USB hub? I have. What do you mean root? I have 3. It runs. I forget how many runs at a certain speed, and they run at a certain speed. Two. No, I have 2 USB-C, but my cameras don't connect that way. They're the fastest. They run at 20 gigabytes a second. That's my PC. Okay. Okay, you got an i7. Okay. See, I was going to do Intel, but they're having with the 13 gen was what you have, like the i7s, the i9s, and the 14 gens. They're having huge problems with. Their stock so bad, their stock's going down. People crashing during games, and they have these fixes out, BIOS updates. But when you crash, it does damage. It doesn't fix the damage done to the CPUs. You're lucky if you haven't had any problem, but a lot of people are. And they have Micro Center has these deals on 12 gen, and they're not having the problem. But I don't know. I've just been doing AMD for a while, and I guess before my 5-year-old one, before that, I had an i7, probably a Gen 4. No, it was a Gen 3. I didn't have any problems with that, but it wasn't good for streaming. It was not. But now, you know, what do you yeah, not everybody's having an issue, but a lot of people are, and you're a gamer too. But there's a lot of people. I mean, if you go look on YouTube, just do a search on it, and then even their stock is doing really bad because they're not. If people are having these problems, if their CPUs are going bad, they need to replace them, and they haven't really came out and said they're going to replace them yet. And there's some oxidation going on with these CPUs. No, good. I mean, good. But I was thinking about doing a 13, 14 gen because they do like they got more cores, and than what the AMD has, like on these here. But still the best chip CPU is the 7800X is the best gaming. It's the AMD one. It beats out not on everything, but it beats out Intel on a lot of things. Let me see. I'll put it in here real quick. And I didn't get that. It was like $100 more. Let me see. But here. Let me show you these bundles they have here. Let me see. Present, share screen, and Micro Center. All right, you're seeing that. So they have these bundles, right? And let me scroll down here. These here, they're supposed to be the best gaming chip, around. I mean, it beats, if you believe what all the experts are saying, it'll beat AMD, even though it doesn't have the cores and threads what Intel has, but it'll beat its pants off. All right, this one here, this one here. Let me click on that. That's this motherboard. No, I had a. It's not the same. It's a little different, but that's a little different. But but they have these combo deals. You get your RAM, CPU, and memory. It's it's hard to this one. Oh, I think this is the one. Here's the one I got. The not that CPU, but I got this. I got that board here. It's a nice looking board. I mean, it does have some like the thermals on it. The chokes and they're white. They look pretty cool. And but I don't have that CPU. But let's see if this is the same memory I got, which it's not showing you there. Let me see, where is that? This is the same memory I got. 3238F, which I have. Yep, that's the exact same memory I have. But they don't always go by like when you go on a manufacturer site like ASUS, you look at the QV, the qualified vendor list. That memory is not on there. It's not on there. But if you go on G.Skill site, it says it's compatible with this motherboard. Yet when you go on ASUS side, that exact same number, model number is not on there on a qualified list. So you're going to believe the manufacturer of the motherboard or the people that make the RAM. It's just all kinds of confusion, right? So, but anywho, that's my story. But if it works right now without crashing, and there's a couple of I can do. i9 is future proof. They're not making any more CPUs for that. An i9 is it on there. They're going to have they're doing another platform. Mine's going to be good for next generation up to at least, I forget what it is. But I don't upgrade I don't like upgrading what I have. I'd rather buy something new anyway. because my old one, I had a 3800X here. I think I could put a 5800X, you know, because on the AM4 platform. But I could saved a lot of money and did that. Because this is what I did here. It's only like 48% faster than on my other one. But I like to, my geekiness. I like to mess around with this stuff. I haven't messed around with computers in 5 years. And that's what I do. Normally build something new like every 5 years. Well, I bought a laptop actually. And said, maybe I'll just buy a laptop. And that thing, it was just when I was using OBS with my webcams, it just was not real smooth. The one cam, the what my Sony camera worked good, but like my Logitech cameras, oh god, it just wasn't smooth, and I took it back. I took it back. I mean, I'm like living at Micro Center because I took the laptop back, and then I took a motherboard back. So, well, two times, and I was thinking about if I don't get this RAM situation straightened out. I don't know. I mean, it runs fine if I don't clock it to 6,000, but you'll be good. Yeah, you'll be good 10 years. I will. Same thing with my other one. I didn't need to upgrade. Well, this thing, it's fast. I mean, do I see a difference between the both? No, not really. But there is. I did a speed test. I did a benchmark on the. I got a terabyte hard drive. Hynix. Not a big brand name, but it did really good on read writes, like 7,000 on the read and 6,000 on the write, something like that. So that's working good. And if this doesn't crash with these settings, so far so good. But when I clock it up to 6,000, it does take a little bit longer to boot up. Well, it stopped. My fan stopped again. Let me see. That's all right. Let me see. Um, it's okay. Yeah, so far so good. 7 is still good. Oh, Windows 7. Oh, you're still in Windows 7? I have my buddy. I tried to get him to update to. Well, he did. He bought a new computer, so he's on like Windows 11, I think, on that new laptop like a year ago. And I mean, I tell him, man, you got to get offset. It's so dangerous. Because the vendors aren't going to support the antivirus on it. You might be able to find some free stuff, um, but it's going to like malware. Windows Defender is fine. I use Malwarebytes. It's the only two things I use. But I'm not downloading the for your software. I have blockers, on my web browsers. But I have it turned off for when I'm on YouTube because YouTube complains they'll delete my channel if I don't turn the blockers off. The ad blockers off. But then if I want to watch something, I'll just use Edge. I'm not logged onto the Edge, and I have blockers on there. But I mean, it don't bother me. But I'm doing pretty good. When did I go live? 1:45. So I haven't been an hour yet. But I have to run it like this. So this is going to be good. If this doesn't crash, I'm going to be really happy. But a buddy, my good friend of mine, he was telling me his son built one. So he's thinking about it a while ago. He's got an AMD, like AMD 950 or something like that. 64 gigs, 2x32. And he's got the water cooler all, real nice, like a 4,000, 5,000. Because he's got, what was your video card? What, you're 490. It's a $2,000 video card. I can't see that. If you're a gamer, that's really good. But it's like that costs more than anything else in a computer. Your video card, it's crazy. But people buy them. Now I think he had a 480 in his my friend's son, and I said, hey, do me a favor, tell me what his speed is at because he bought 6400 speed RAM, so his RAM should be set at um, 6,400 megatrends, and I'm saying it wrong, not megatrends. I don't know about it. 400 megabytes. They say people say megabyte, but it's really mega. BYT is really mega, because people that are into stuff, they'll yell at you when you say stuff wrong. Megatron. No. Thick memory speed 32 and mega. Anyway, I don't care. Anyway, so I had my friend do me a favor, check what his RAM is at. His is 4800. So he never went in there and you need to change it to your BIOS, change it to Expo. It will never default to whatever you pay for, which is stupid. Why I just don't get it. They don't make it where you got to do all this stuff. Anywho, but a lot of people want to overclock. I'm not into overclocking. You can't really, you don't get, I don't think it pays to do any of that stuff unless you're competing with people. And anywho, but you're a gamer, so I assume you game. So that's fine if you're a game. If you really compete, I mean, by all means. I just sucked at gaming, and the only thing I ever played was Unreal Tournament, Quake, whatever version of Quake. I remember playing some baseball game on a computer. I was playing with somebody, and this is when I had dial-up. Can you imagine what that was like? It was so horrible. It was like, I'm swinging the bat, and it was like 2 days later he called it. That's how bad it was. Dial-up. Working. I couldn't believe when they came out with cable. It was like that was it. That was, Now I'm paying for. I just had to cut it down. I'm paying for. I have almost a gigabyte down, but only like 25 megabytes up. But it's still good. It's still good enough for you to. I mean, yeah, for you, do live streaming and all. It's fine. But I was getting a gigabyte down or 1.2 down and 40 up. But I had to cut my cable bill. It was just charging. It's because I have my internet, my TV, and I have a landline because I have cell, but it just doesn't work real good here. So I'm got to pay for cell through my cable company. I mean, a landline through my cable company, Comcast. But I would like to game, but I'm just so bad at it, Jeff. I mean, I just never did good at it. I had the consoles. I didn't do good. I remember the only one I liked in television. If you remember that, as awkward as that game was, but it was competitive. I had friends come over. We played like football, or I liked the baseball better. But I wouldn't. And I had the Xbox, but I wound up giving it to the grandkids. I never did anything with it. Yes, we just hit 4 years. Yeah, we had my wife. She don't get around too well, and we had a split foyer, and everything's on one floor. But the only thing I got to worry about, they keep on jacking up that freaking rent. You see, we had this old guy owned it, and he sold it to this big conglomerate. And all they do is, what they do, they want to raise rents, and so we got people in here. They're got these petitions up going, getting hold of politicians because there's no rent control in Pennsylvania, right? And they can do what they want. Like I when we first moved in, we were paying like $448. Now we're at like 700, I think. I forget. Yeah, I think 700, and it'll probably go up another 125 in May. I guess that's but new people moving in are paying $825. New people that are moving in here right now are paying $825. So I don't think we're paying that much in taxes a year compared to So it's crazy. But my wife, you can't tell her anything. See, we sold the house, and we bought this, paid cash. It was only 40, whatever, 44. But I tell you what, these people are selling. They pay like maybe 20 something. They're selling for over 100,000. They always said mobile homes don't, gain in value. Well, they are now, at least around here, until the rent goes crazy. So I'm saying to my wife, man, should we, thinking of myself, but she has no intention of moving. I could buy a small house. A small house or something, with a one level. But she's 73, and she don't want to mess around and do all that stuff. But but if she said yes in a heartbeat, the thing is, she don't want to use up our savings. Well, it's going to get used up anyway. If we get put in a nursing home, they're going to take it. Whenever that comes to that. Anywho, but just neither her. I don't know why I brought that up, but yeah, I'm still a mobile home. I like it, But my neighbor though, she moved as this other couple, elder than me. They moved in, and I'm on a hill on the back. It's narrow ways, but in the back they have this hill, and I have a retaining wall, and they have one. Theirs is real bad. They had to fix that retaining wall, and but they had to come in my yard to do it, right? I just had the grass. I redid the grass in the beginning of this summer last year, spring, and it looked pretty decent. And they tore it all up with that bobcat. They fixed it and reseeded it, but it didn't come out right. And they covered up my walking paths. I have about, from my steps to the shed, they covered up about 4 or 5 walking paths. I had to dig that up and then try to make them level. I worked on that today. That like to kill me because that was let me bring that up. Where would that be? Let me see. I'll show you what I did, and it's better than, well, you can see my pads now. At least before the grass was going over it, but at least you can see it now. Where's my pictures? Right there. Um Here. That's a good picture. Let me show you. That. Let me show you that. Let me stop that and present. Share screen. Share my photo. Do that right there. So that's what I worked on today. And the first 1, 2, 3, like actually 2 through maybe 4 or 5, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they were covered up. I had to dig them up, and I'm 69 years old. I was spent. There's no way I could have done that if I didn't lose all this weight I lost. There's no way. I couldn't get up off the ground. I can barely do it now, but I did it, and it's better than it was. And then the other ones that were covered up, I just got the weed whacker and was able to get it enough where you can see my walking pads now. But the grass on the right, it's all torn up. I'll fix it. Yeah, my wife, she had a knee replacement a year ago. Wait a minute, she just hit 2 years. It was 2 years ago. She had the one knee done. She was supposed to get the other one done a year later, which was last year, but she fell and broke her shoulder, and so she put that off. And so because she had to go to therapy for her shoulder, she didn't know if she was going to have to get surgery. She didn't want to opt for the surgery because that wasn't guaranteed. So she went through therapy, and it's as good as going to get. She's doing all right. She just can't. She can't reach up. So not with the arm she broke. So I gotta grab stuff for her. Yeah, and she's even with her, she's still very slow going down the steps. She's got to hold both the rail, and even if she gets the other one done, she's still it ain't gonna make her move any fast. She's always been slow. But we don't go anywhere anymore. We used to vacation. We used to fly a good bit. We haven't flown in 2005 is the last time we've flown anywhere. But we don't even we live in Maryland. We just go on the Eastern Shore, which is like a 4-hour drive. She don't even want to do that anymore. She don't want to do that anymore. But I just got to, we got to watch out for her. I can see her slowing down, but we got to take care of each other. Well, the only thing I say, I'm not crashing. I am not crashing. So I'm going to leave here. So I didn't know if anybody was going to comment or not. So yeah, I definitely been over, just hit over an hour. And I appreciate you guys. I hope it ain't, well, I know it's different. Well, both you guys, it's probably earlier. I know it's earlier for Vancini, but I forget what time it is in Alaska. I know it's way different there. It's 2:46 a.m. here. So, and I'm up. I tell a lot of times I'm up till 4 or 5 o'clock, but lately I've been going a little bit earlier, by like 2 o'clock. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, Jeff. She does that. She does do her food shopping. She'll go out. She'll drive out. She'll go with my daughters or whatever. But she don't want to go anywhere. I mean, we do stuff locally. They have a great. We have a performing arts center here. It's only like 7 miles down the road, which I love it to go there. I mean, they have cover bands play there, and they're good. Like Neil Diamond impersonator, Queen, Led Zeppelin, and it's real affordable, and it's easy to get to, easy to get out. But as far as going, I don't like going to Baltimore. My family's, my siblings are there. It's the only time I have to go. Like we hook up with them every month or every other month and play like double dominoes, but we take turns. One time I'm going over to my sister's house, and then the next time I'm going over to my brother's. And they're like, my sister's like, she's like about 35 from me, and my brother is about 67 miles from me. It's kind of a little bit of a pain, but they live probably not the greatest areas. Well, my sister she lives in a good place, but I don't know. It's too close to Baltimore. I don't like Baltimore. I don't like, just don't, dangerous. It's dangerous. I'm not talking politics. I'm just telling you like it is. Yeah, where does he live? Yeah, I'm in Hanover. I'm in like North. I'm like in Abbottstown. It's still considered Hanover. But if we call the cops, they're going to come out of Adams County, and they're going to be coming from Gettysburg instead of from Hanover. But Gettysburg could come up, call Hanover to come, but they have to call. You know, yeah. I love it here. I mean, it's like we've been here 20. Let me see, we're 20. I guess we hit 30 years, 31 years, because I think we were in the house for 28 years. We've been here for like almost 28. I don't know. I love it here. I mean, yeah, we have our crime. Yeah, we have like it. We have our the square right in town, right? And you got you got your homeless, and they got homes for homeless or whatever. And so you got your little bit of drugs, but we had some murders recently, but we might go 15 years without a murder. I mean, you got your petty crime or whatever, but it's still way better than any. I mean, when we moved up here, I mean, like we call it the Golden Mile, Eisenhower Drive. That wasn't even here when I moved in, or they didn't have all those shops. Now you got Red Lobster, you got Lowe's, you got Home Depot next to each other. You have Walmart, you have Kohl's, you have Texas Roadhouse, you got a Wendy's. This is all on the same road within like 6 blocks. What else is there? You got your grocery store Giant. Yeah, so we got and then we have a Target right near there. So everything, you don't have to go too far to get anywhere. I love it here. So, all right, guys, thanks for stopping in. Help me troubleshoot. I'm just trying to see if I crash. I need to stay on the computer. And maybe these manual, because I did see a guy where saying that Expo wasn't working with some people. I'm going to tell you how to manually set it. And I did that. Knock on wood. See what happens. South Central Portland. I never go there anymore. Yeah, I think you had some. Was it Portland had some riots back, a few years back? Can't remember. Who, me? I'm in PA. Yeah. Who did you Who are you talking about? Vancini? You thought he was in PA? Yeah, I'm in Hanover, Really, it's Abbottstown, but it's still considered Hanover. But I'm 11 miles. When we sold our house, we're 11 miles north. I'm actually closer to York City than I was before. Route 30 is just right up the street. You know how you take Route 30 in York? So I'm like a mile from it, I guess, if that. So, all right, Vancini, thanks for stopping in. Oh, I'm from Maryland, but I was born in Maryland, but I live in PA. I've been in PA for 31 years. Yes, something like yes. I moved in PA. Well, I moved in PA in December of '93. So December. It was like a couple days before Christmas. I remember exactly. Yeah, I can remember it because when we went to settlement, and we both have fixed income from our jobs, right? Unless I work overtime, whatever. And I remember because I was like freaking out. Our payment was like $200 more a month than they said it was going to be. And yeah, Philly's about 100 miles from me. Lancaster's about 50 miles from me, 40, 50 miles from me. Yeah, Lancaster. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I went to Philly or outside Philly with I met a meetup, this tech meetup about 2014. I forget when it was. Yeah, it was about a 2 hour drive. It's about a little over 100 miles, but it's real close to Philly. I know that, but it's outside of Philly. I can't remember the name of it. But I met all these tech guys. They do their tech shows because I was doing tech stuff on or following tech stuff on computers or doing tech hangouts and tech shows. When it was just only audio, but way before I was doing guitar stuff. Because I never played guitar. I got back into it 2015 after not touching it. Well, I did have one at home, but I didn't touch it for like 7 years. I mean, that's how ignorant I was. I had a Ibanez S370, and when I got back into it 2001 at that time after not owning a guitar for like maybe 10 or 15 years, and I got a Floyd Rose. It had a Floyd Rose. Me not knowing what a Floyd Rose. That's how ignorant I was. I never knew anything about the difference between humbucker back, even though I was playing when I was a kid. But now I can do my own setups. I just haven't done any exchange any pickups yet, but I'm sure I could. I don't. I'm not too good with a solder iron, but I'm sure I could. But just doing basic setups, and I just had to follow down on my Leo James. I was fretting out, and I wanted to change the strings on there and oil up the fretboard a little bit. So I checked the frets. I had like 5 frets, high frets. I had with my fret. So I don't have the big thing where you follow everything, and I just had bigger files. So I'll just do individually. So I took a little bit off at a time, and I measured it, and I have a crowning tool, and it came out really good. I like pat myself because I'm not gonna do it on my expensive guitars, but these cheap guitars I've been buying, and this $239, this $239 Leo James, it's my best playing guitar, and it's playing good now. But I would be hesitant to take a file to my. Well, I have a Gibson Les Paul, Fender Telecaster, and Gibson SG that I'm trying to sell. They had in 2 months. I had it on the Facebook Marketplace. No bites yet. Or they want to trade me or give me bad deals. Like give me a tribute for it. Give me like a Les Paul tribute. Well, that's way less than my Gibson Les Paul. But anyway, all right, guys, go to bed. Well, it might not be bedtime for you guys, but it is almost for here. And I shall see you later. And be safe, guys. And talk to you later. See you later, Jeff. See you later, Vancini. Bye. And I'm not crashing. Bye.